Hello, Lisa, Jessica, Linda, and Jeannie, and Brandon. And um, okay, yes, I can. So, as you know, it's in order, and we have Ashley back tonight and Jacqueline. So, it may get done a little different. I'm trying another different set of cards, which I've used before. I have used Heart and Soul before. But I want to start with this. So, keeping in mind that when I come on the show, and if you have a question, I really like you to put the question on right away with your name so that I can address it instead of pulling a card. But what I'm curious about is if anyone has a gentleman on the other side. I'm thinking it starts with an H, like in Harold, Harry, Henry. May have had a heart attack, and just wondering if anyone who's on right now would recognize them. Because if you do, please just say so. It's an H sound. I'm pretty sure like Harold, Harry, Henderson could be a last name. So first, middle, or last. So going up to the top, we have at the bottom. Let's just start with Lisa. Hey, Lisa. And if I miss you, please let me know. And Lisa, we have for you old feelings resurfacing, things that you are going to be dealing with. You may find yourself on a little bit of a roller coaster, but I think that if you're able to tear it apart and look at it and ground yourself and embrace that you want and leave the rest behind that you don't want, that you, Lisa, will get through things. And it's also about a healing period for you too as well, Lisa. Hello, Jessica. Jessica, you have third eye. Makes me think of an awakening, but it says, don't forget to use your imagination. The third eye is about the imagination, about viewing, seeing. It's that eye center right here. I remember when we were kids, my dad used to rub it and say, if you rub it, you'll eventually see it open. And it's about beauty and creation. It's about inspiring the inner truth or wisdom of yourself as well, Jessica. And it's about knowing that the imagination is power, it's magic. It is everything really that we are looking for inside a life. Hi, Linda. I have, well, if you turn it sideways, you can see the person. But when you hold it up, it's like the horizon. It's looking at the horizon. It's going outside. It's taking time, centering. It's tuning into your thoughts. And it's looking about the inner you. Who are you made of? What's your belief pattern? What's your belief thoughts? What is true to your heart? And it's about your inner vision. And it's saying to me that if you can stay calm, you can see past the mist in front of you, and that you can find what you need because it's closer in front of you than you realize. All right, and I'm really sorry, but I have a little problem with my asthma tonight, so I may yawn a little bit more than normal. Please bear with me. Hello, Jeannie, and I'll pull yours first. And look at this, very mysterious, and I like the little, it's over here, the little yin and yang here. And this is an awakening of sleeping hearts. It's illuminating the truth inside of yourself, your soul, your energy. And it's about dreaming big. It's about looking to the future. It's about endless possibilities around you, Jeannie. Oh, Brandon. So let me see if I can get this card out for you. It seems to want to be stuck. Now, I know it's a lady's face and it looks like there's tears attached to it, but these are tears of joy, Brandon. They're tears that of spiritual awakening, spiritual blessing. It's radiant light. Okay. It's about embracing the positive times ahead of you, as well as positive times behind yourself. But it's about acknowledging that there can be more inside of life than limiting it to just one event. Okay. So that to me is very positive, very upbeat, very much of move forward. Okay, Jessica, you asked for your sister Jennifer. And Jennifer, this says to me that there's help on the way. This time to heal your heart. Look at all that energy, the water, the crusting of the water. It's about soul release. It's about support. It's a sea of love that surrounds you, Jennifer, and that things are going to transform and become better for you way before you realize it. All right, I'm just going to move down the list. And all right, Shay Shay. Hi, Shay Shay. Oh, thank you. Something new, right? Shay Shay, this is a nice card. This is your chakras lining up. Okay, but it's a new phase, new beginning. It's new opportunities around you, Shay Shay. It's about seeing the impossible and making it possible. It's about close your eyes and listen to the gifts that are given to you, because there is inner light shining through as well as shining in. Shay Shay. So, just really a very positive, upbeat card about being positive. Hello, Jacqueline. It's nice to meet you. And Jacqueline again. That's funny. These look like, depending on how you want to look at it, they could be tears, they could be tadpoles, but they're about your own destiny. And sometimes when we look at our destiny, we have to shift and move it a little, and we have to dance with it. We have to flow with it. We have to use the inner guidance around ourselves. And we have to boldly go forward. Oh, Jean Bacard should like me as well as William Schaffner. Boldly go forward into the future. Who was it? Gene Roddenberry. So I probably just did copyright laws there. But it's really about follow your own advice, Jacqueline. Listen to the true inner voice of yourself. Because the more you listen to yourself, the easier it becomes to accept what's inside of your life. Aaliyah, hello. This is a good combination of water, of feathers, of heat, of energy. It's about spirit, the conductivity. It's about love and wisdom. It's about a diamond. They always say diamond in the rough, but what about the soft light that comes from a diamond? And this is about stopping in the moment and allowing the energy to flow into you, around you, through you, and back out to universe. All right? It's about being present. That's how I see this. And it's about that invisible chain of love between you and the people around you, and knowing that no matter where you go in life, that invisible chain is always going to be there. That's sort of a nice card. All right, lovely cat knife. How are you? Okay, I'm really hoping I'm keeping this in the line, and I am writing down names as I go so that if I miss someone, I'll know if they come back and say I missed them. So lovely. Love your name. Ooh, look at this. Look at the energy, the third eye, awakening, the chakras, the energy that you're pushing out into space from your own soul. It's the infinite space of life here. That's what this card's about. And it's the space between thought and action. And it's about the space between thought, action, and dreaming. And it's the space between thought, action, dreaming, and what are you going to do to make it happen? And it's something that will always appear and reappear. That basically what they're saying is you're in control of your own destiny. What do you want to do to make this happen? Where do you want to go with it? What tool in your toolbox are you going to use to crack open the shell and see the wonders in front of you? And this is all about you, lovely. You can stay in the dumps if you want to, or you could expand and grow and just watch the universe flow around you. And I have total goosebumps from head to toe. So I feel like it's a man who's trying to get through to let you know you are loved. No matter where you go in this lifetime, no matter who you're with, you are always going to be loved. Well, hello, Melissa. How are you? Well, Melissa, let's have a look and see what I have for you. You have angel wings, and this card represents protection. As you can see, the wings are surrounding you, and it's about success, that what you put forward you can succeed at. And it's about expectations in life, not only your expectations, but maybe even the expectations you have of other people, but also the expectations that other people have for you. And it's being adaptable, it's being open, it's looking for new avenues, and it's about going with the higher power inside of yourself. All right, Melissa? So taking that, I would say use it wisely. Now, lovely. I just saw something in the card that I showed you earlier, and it made me think that you've got a visitor coming in August. Okay, so you may have someone coming to visit you, or they're talking to you through this kind of medium, and they are coming to visit you. Hello, Christina. Christina, you have, makes me think of reflection, looking at where I've been. I love the little heart here, looking at where you've been and the spirit communication between you and those who you love. And when I say spirit communication, I'm not always talking about someone who died. I'm also talking about the spiritual connection that you make with the people you love. And it's about taking time to attend to things that are important for you right now. Okay. And it's also taking time for you to look after yourself, to do a little meditation, to look at your career, your relationships. What do you need to do to fine tune them a little bit more, Christina? Like, is there something that you want inside this relationship that you haven't achieved yet? And if there is, then I'm going to say, now's the time to put it forward. Thank you about the hair. I do actually like it too. I like the fact that it hides my high forehead and the fact I'm losing hair. So this is really great. I might wear it a little bit more. Okay, Linda, did I already get you? I don't think so. Linda. And if I did, yes, I did. I saw you. Okay, so hello, Cousin Faye. Oh, and I should let you all know, Penelope had her surgery today. They took out a bigger chunk on her face than anticipated. It turns out that when you disrupt melanoma, that it can grow really fast. So, but the good part is what they took out, she's going to be okay. All right, so Cousin Faye, look, this is the forest, the full moon, the ripening of fruit, the ideas, the challenges of life, the wrapping together, the energy. And it's basically hug a tree, Faye, and you've got a lot of them around you. Because the more you commune with nature, the more nature communes with you. And it's also about learning to detach from ideas and concepts for a while, so that when it really feel like it needs to come back into focus, you can actually have it come back into focus. All right. So they are saying that it's time to just relax, and you know what? I know Penelope always bugs you about writing the book, but when it's time, you'll do it. And if it's not, and by the way, happy birthday, isn't it? And when it's not time, then, just put it to the side. Did I mess up? Was it last week or is it this week that's actually your birthday? Wait, it's on my phone. I may have totally messed up. Let's see. I'll tell you. I wrote it on my phone. And I totally messed up because I think it was last week.
My birthday was last week.
Yeah, and I missed it. Sorry. But the thought's what counts. Hello, Jessica May. Oh, look at this energy. Bright energy. This is transcending into the realm of your soul. That's what this card is about. And it's about the tiniest particle or I'm going to read it right here. Even in the tiniest particle of subatomic matter, there is endless expansion. And I don't mean girth. Okay, I'm talking about the growth from inside. This is a cosmic growth card. All right, Jessica May. This is about expressing yourself outwardly, maybe singing, dancing, cheerleading. And this is finding creation in every aspect of your life and watching it grow and grow. Okay. So that's really like an awesome card. I don't think I've seen it yet, so I haven't always used this deck, and every now and then I like to try it out on you guys. Hello, Mr. Khan. Your question about a job in Ontario for you. Well, I'm going to answer your question, but I pulled a card. Okay. So a job in Ontario seems to be taking you a little out of the realm of what you already know. All right. It feels as though it is slightly different. It may be where you're still in a sort of managerial position, but it's like they're saying it's out of the realm, you know. If you haven't been offered it, it should be coming towards you shortly. I actually think you might have interviewed for it. And that actually feels like you might have interviewed for two. And one of the two seems to be fitting your disposition better than the first one would have. It's not what you're used to. I still see a lot of paperwork shuffling and everything, but it is different than what you already know. Okay. And Mr. Khan, I picked this card, and this is a lovely card because it makes me think of you and your wife. All right. And it says, if you want to experience a deeper level of love in your relationship, you must both consciously and willingly surrender to each other. Feel and honor the sacred space within each other. Be vulnerable and give yourself up to love each and every moment. In doing so, you will unite in love. Okay. And then one loving thought can create a world of infinite love. So since I picked it before I looked at your question, I'm still giving that. And like I said, there should be a job offer for you in the next, 8 weeks. If you don't already have it, I keep thinking you have a new job. So there should be a new job offer. Cheyenne, you have, well, this is interesting. Looks like you're branching off into a relationship, but it's also a little bit of reflection. It's looking back and rearranging, moving, deciding. It's doing something that has earth attached to it, whether that is the creative side of you, the music side, but it's bringing forward the promise of spring, which we are coming into. Actually, isn't today was yesterday, of March. And it says that you're expressing yourself gently and honestly. And that even though at times, Cheyenne, you can be vulnerable, they are saying that you have an inner strength that shines even brighter. Okay. Well, Linda, I already did yours, so I'll come back to that later. And I'm just going to write it down if I get time. Okay. All right. We have one yuppie, Ash. Okay. Ashley's taking care of the yuppie. Hi, Diane. Diane. Oh. Wow. This looks like, to me, peacock feathers. You know those paisley type of shirts used to wear in the 70s and early 80s? It reminds me of that. But what it reminds me of is creation. There's birth of ideas, artwork, so redesigning. It's knowing that there is a person on the other side. Okay, is there a man by any chance, Diane, who's passed on the other side around you or should be around you, who might have smoked? But this makes me feel that your island of consciousness never wavers, that there is love in dreams, in life, and even in death for you. And they're also saying here, dare to be extraordinary. So I'm definitely going to say that it would be important for you to move forward. Oh, this is a good one. Mastora asks, can you please tell me a little about the baby's name? Oh, okay. First, it's got a religious context to it. Very spiritual context. A weaver of dreams is what I'm hearing. And it's a masculine name, but it's got a lot of feminine energy that goes with it. So it feels very much, it may be an Egyptian name, all right? It could have a connection to the Egyptian god Ra. But I feel like it's gentle, it's got truth to it, it's got imagination, it's got growth, and it's got love, is what it's feeling. I want to say, I don't know if you guys are going, I don't remember your daughter's name, so I don't know if it has along the same theme, but it feels like it should be a very angelic name, is what it feels like. And I don't mean angel, and I don't mean Angelica. I feel like it should be something that resonates with the god Ra. Okay, Shar. Hi. Okay, Shar. I know you have a lot of dead people, and you're a little late coming on here. Do you know a Harry or a H sound on the other side? So if you can answer down later, I'll get back to it. But in the meantime, Darcy, have been having financial problems. Oh, yes. See, this is the sea of woe, and we're shining a light on it, which means that there could be a need to refinance. There could be a need to discuss financing with someone who is more bondable about it. But it's also about the rhythm of life. If we change some of the things that we work with inside of life by altering, I hate using the word budget because most people will go, well, I know how to make a budget, but that's not what I'm talking about. Sometimes we give up something to gain something else. So they're saying that this is the conservative card. The sun is rising, definitely, but it's going to take time around the finances because it's easy to dig the hole. It's another thing to get out of it. And that's basically what they're saying is you've got to layer it somehow so that as you move up, you're moving out of that financial difficulties. So I'm going to say talk to a financial planner and see if they're able to give you an idea or concept of how to bring the finances into alignment. Hello, Marion. Marion, let's see what we have for you. I like this one. Marion, you are protected by a higher power. Your path seems to be a little blocked now, but with a little scrubbing and sunshine and some bleach, you can open the path up. The idea of everything has a time is definitely true. We know that. But it also feels like, even though it feels a little blocked of where you want to be or where you're going, I feel that by moving, shifting, like using Tai Chi, where you bring the ball of energy into alignment and you push it away from you. And the one that doesn't align with you, and to me, this card says, as the spring blossom, summer brings the flow. Okay, so you're going to have to get through spring, but once you're past the blossoming of the cherry trees and into the apple trees, then things begin to flow. So things become much more easier to deal with. All right, Amanda. Thank you, Diane, about the hair. Amanda. And Marion, thank you. Ooh. So Amanda, this looks like the forest. You know, the old saying, we can't see the tree for the forest. And this is about noticing the people, places, and events around yourself and starting a new chapter in your life. And it's about you writing the story of your future. It's not what one would think when one looks at this, but I feel like this is the card of growth of you moving forward and finding exactly what you're looking for. And by doing so, you sort of move a little of the rubble away so that you only have what you need in front of you. Okay. Cheyenne. Hello, Cheyenne. Oh, look, sailing a boat off into your sunset. This says if you're feeling a little lost and confused and not sure of your direction, hold the sail steady. The wind will whip it to the way you need to be. That sometimes we can't see the tree for the forest because we're looking too hard. And it's time to listen to your heart. Not always listening to our head, which, I'm a firm believer we should listen to our head, but sometimes our hearts should have a little bit of play in our future as well. Well, hello, Alana Marie. How are you? All right, just 1 second. Oh, look at this. They're supposed to be butterflies, but little hearts flying everywhere. And Alana, for me, this is about change. It's about the blessings all around you. And it's the feeling that love conquers everything. And I sort of believe that. But it's also the messages from heaven that are being delivered to you. And if you're open to them, they will be there for you. And there's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. The messages will be plain and clear. And I also feel like this is a sense of moment. Like, that aha moment when I've reached a decision on something. I also think it's a sense of that for you. Okay, Patty. All right. Patty, you get 2 cards. Look at that. You have 2 cards. We have the Lady and the Star, which means growth, beginnings, hidden dreams. And then we have the reflection of who we are and who we want to be. And it's about facing your fears. It's breaking through the fear and gracefully accepting that this is your moment, that things will work out, but it's also about following your heart. Okay, so that's interesting that you got 2 cards. So you must be struggling with something, a decision around yourself. And I feel that if you listen to the energy and the wavelengths around you, Patty, that you may be able to align more closely with the messages being delivered. Hello, Cindy. And I know it's really easy for me to sit here and say that, isn't it? But sometimes we have to stop and we have to sit still and say, what is it I'm feeling? Like that tightness in the chest when you're sort of worried about someone and then all of a sudden they get the phone call and they say, hey, guess what? I'm not feeling good. Or the excitement because you're antsy, you want to do something and someone phones and gives a celebration news. And sometimes it's just that part of being tired. You know you're tired, you're burnt out, and you just want to stop. You want the whole world to stop around you at the same time, Patty. And the only way that might happen is if you actually go into the room, shut the door, turn off the phone, turn off the computer, and just sit there. And then when you're ready, you come back out and you face the world once again. Oh, thank you, Shay Shay. And Cindy. Hello. Well, Cindy. I'm hearing a song, Rainbows in the Night, but I'm not sure if I'm hearing that right. This card represents expansion. I know it doesn't look like that, but it does. It represents expansion, success, and that what you do in life, you're going to love. That you're not going to doubt it. You're not going to wonder, wow, should I have done this or should I have done something else? And it also means that somewhere in your lifespan, you will have enough to share with others if you so choose to, Cindy. Rena. Hi. Rena Northeast. Read G, please, doll, and love the new look. Okay. I don't know what the G stands. Okay. I'm just going to go with the card. No idea, Rena. But, this is a medicine card. Now, I don't know if you are a medicine woman or not, but this card would tell me you should be. And it's interesting because she's got the support of not just the moon, but the sun behind her as well. And this is about divine force. And it's the divine force within yourself and all the living things around you. And it's about the coming days and being prepared. It is the goddess of motherhood, magic, and fertility. So this makes me think you should be a medicine woman and you should be helping others. So, all right. I think, just hold on a minute. One second. All right. I thought I read for Melissa. Not sure. Whoops. Sorry. Just a minute. I did. Okay, Melissa. All right. So, and my computer is jumping back and forth. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay. And Aaliyah, you're welcome. Hello, Orville. How are you? And Orville, that's not a card for you. And oh, this is nice.
No, not this one.
No, it's a card that's got a whole bunch of writing on it that tells you how to use the card. Okay, this is nice. This is let your imagination drift beyond the horizon, beyond time and space. This is all about magical ideas, and it's a world awaiting you. And this is about not that far into your future, which is 6 months to a year for me. There is a heart coming towards you. So for me, that means that there's love coming towards you and for you to be open for it. Well, hello, Penelope. Okay. Well, this is the card you get. It made me think of a willow tree. And, you know, the interesting part of a willow tree is that it can bend almost over backwards and still not break. All right, Penelope, so keep that in mind. But what I'm going to do for you, because I know you've just had your surgery, I'm going to read exactly what's on the back of this card. Do not discount your imagination, for it has great power. Amazing things will unfold for you. If you pay attention to your imagination, respect and honor it, for just below the surface of the seemingly real world, there exists a dreamlike world full of imagination. What your imagination is not, what you imagine is not fiction. Very often it can be the beginning of a wonderful new creation. Okay. Christina, you're welcome. Hello, Catherine. And Catherine, ooh, look, little hearts and sun and a little dancing on the breeze. Beautiful, inspired ideas. Catherine, that's what this is about. This is the right moment for you to make your changes. There is a wonderful stem of your soul branching off into a new direction. This is a period of great fulfillment and accomplishing what you have set out to do. Okay, Rena, forever. Okay, thank you. Yeah, she's gonna be okay. And Faye, it is today. Happy birthday, Faye. I'd sing for you, but I sing off key. But my daughter sings lovely if she wants to come over and sing for you. And yes, Penelope will be okay. And if she's not, then I'll have to hunt her down and hurt her. So, Jeanette, it made me think of a princess. One of your daughters must really think she's a princess. But this is a beautiful soul card. Look within and you will see the magic that is there to be. Close your eyes and feel it. This is a time of you expanding your dreams and seeing the possibilities and knowing that you are taking the steps towards making them successful. Okay, Heather, let's see what we have for you. Ooh, a bright star in the distance. It says, all is possible when your heartfelt vision is aligned with your values, Heather. But this makes me think, that shiny star, the star on Broadway, Hollywood Boulevard, and it being shined and everything because you put the energy into making yourself shine and people are noticing you, Heather. And for me, it says that the harder you work, the more you succeed. And strangely enough, I know this is not an octopus, but I thought of an octopus all of a sudden, suction cups and holding on, because this is what you want. If this is what you have worked for, this is what you go after. Okay. Well, hello, Kathy. Thank you about the blonde. Mr. Khan, yeah, I know. It was an interesting card to pick for you. Cheyenne, you're welcome. And so Kathy, ooh, angel wings. Close your eyes and feel the love that surrounds you. Know that those you have lost are close by and that there should be peace and joy entering your heart. And there's no need for concern. Okay. Now, if there's a medical condition, you go get it checked. But as for the emotional side of it, you're finally coming to that impasse where you don't have to keep looking back. Hey, yay, finally. Hi, Sandy. Hello, cuz. Can you imagine that Faye? I won't tell you how old she is, but we can convert the letters to 57. So, Sandy, what are you afraid of letting go of? This is a reflection of looking at something and holding on to it dearly. Nothing is lost. Everything is here to gain. This is the ultimate release of sorrow for you. It's knowing that when you talk, he listens. When you sing, he hears. And most important, that he loves. Time stands still for no man. We know that. Each of us have lost parents, siblings, and it's hard. They're gone. We're still moving forward. You've lost a child, and that makes it difficult at times. But know that he is near, and that when you talk, he hears. When you sing, he listens. And when you cry, his hand is on your shoulder. Know you're loved, cuz. Okay, Liam. Really, Liam, you're taking a chance with all of us. Okay, Liam. Let's see what we have for you. There's a nice little bright circle in the center, and this is your soul's perspective. You know that wheel? Oh, what's that show with Austin Power? Okay, and the wheel that goes around, it almost feels like being a little hypnotized inside the love that surrounds you, but sometimes losing focus of those who are close to you. And this is also about bettering your circumstances, moving into a different direction. And in some aspects, our souls are truly immortal. And so, sorry, cat getting ready to jump, so I'm just getting ready, prepared to catch. And immortality cannot be defined. Keep that in mind. Okay. Ted, Angela. Hi. Hi, Angie. Yes, you have a challenge in front of you and you are able to face the challenge. Go beyond the solution because it's next and look to see if there's anything else that you can, like, you're going to look at the solution, but you're also going to have to look at another solution. And so there may be a little crossover of how you deal with this. Well, Moonlight's approving of this card for you, Liam. And it says move beyond your fear. All right. Or sorry, Angie, that was Moonlight. There's no limits in life. The only limits are the ones we set. Okay. Renee. Okay, Renee. So let's see what we have for you. Unfortunately, Shar, you did miss your reading, but if you go back, it was something about finances. Renee. Oh, look at this alignment. Suppress your emotions for so long till you explode. Not a great idea. One should never suppress our emotions because we do tend to explode. And it says for this, it's allow your emotions, your feelings to surface. I mean, you don't have to be mean and angry about it, but allow them to surface. People actually do understand that others have emotions. But you have a habit of holding them in place, Renee, and they're saying, yeah, let them move forward. Okay. And it's also a card about peace and blessing for you. Okay. Patty, Cindy. Yes. Thank you, guys. Sandra. Yes, today I am blonde. Yes. For those of you who have come on late, Penelope had her surgery. It did metastasize. I hope I said that right a little bit. But they went in, they took out about 2 inches, and they stitched her back together and told her they got everything. But she has to be aware of looking after her face and any other marks. And they figure this was from 1970 that she got the melanoma from. And it took this long to come forward. And I'm certain she'll tell you about it next week as well. Sandra, love is an interesting thing, okay? It can be true, it can be fickle, but boy, can it be fun. And this is about balancing all aspects of your life and listening to your true nature. Okay, Sandy? And to be open and honest with yourself as well as the person you may go into a relationship with. Okay. Lovely. You're welcome, Marion. You're welcome, Char. Okay, Amanda. You're welcome. Angie. Yep, I did read for you. Alana. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you got your sign. Jeannie, you're welcome. Cindy, I believe I've read for you already. Patty, you're welcome. Kathy. Yeah, Kathy, you're done already. And just a minute, my computer jumped, so I have to go back a couple. And okay, Jeannie, you're welcome. Oh, hi, Jean. Hi, Jen. No, I don't think I've read for you, Jen. Oh my God. For the kid's dad, the answer is no. Not unless he goes and gets some help. Will he get his stuff together? Okay. I think it's really important that maybe he looks at some counseling. Okay. Jen. This says that you're not too close to see it clearly. That you're able to look from a higher perspective and get a clearer view of the direction you want to go in. And it says every problem can be great, but the solution can be simple. It's how we look at it. All right. In other words, sometimes we have to use our imagination a little to make things fall into place for us. And by doing it, we are able to move towards the future that we are looking for. Tammy, I didn't forget you. So I am going to read yours now. And this says that you are surrounded by angels, that you are a very balanced, healthy, sensitive individual who sometimes forgets her focus. And thank you about the glasses. And that sometimes physical realities are a little hard to accept, but it also tells me that there is an infinite possibility of creations around you or creative energy around you, and that you have a greater role to play inside of life. Maybe you just have to look at it from a different direction. All right. Marie, a little wind on your horizon. Whatever you do in this life will influence your next life. The kindness, the dedication, the sharing you have inside of this life, Marie, will lead to your next. Positive thoughts are always important. And if you can't find a positive thought, then at least apologize ahead of time. That's what I was doing today. I couldn't find some positive thoughts. So I looked up and I said, you guys all understand what I'm talking about and I'm forgiven, right? And I didn't hear anyone say no, so bonus city. But it's whatever seed you plant, and as you weed, that plant begins to grow. And that's sort of like your ideas, Tammy. All right. Okay. Good night, Penelope. And you're welcome. Char, honest, it was about finances and maybe having to reevaluate and everything. Jeanette, you're welcome. Kathy, Angie, I did read for you, Heather. Okay, I love his filing with me. Yes, thank you, Heather. Okay, you answered the question because this man seemed really urgent to talk to someone tonight, and he was first out of the gate. And I'll tell you what, music is the sound that soothes the savage beast. Now, I don't think you play the violin, so I'm going to say to you, if you're going to play it, take lessons. But take a lesson from him. He went after what he wanted, and he wasn't afraid to do it. So, I'm just going to hand it on to you. And yes, Shar, your sister said there was a message that there are a lot of dead people around you and a name with an H. And do you recognize the H, Shar? Okay. Look, he's so cute. You're welcome. Hello, Rachel. And nope, Marie, I did get you. Rachel. Oh, the Annie song, The Sun is Always Rising. That's the first thing yeah. Oh, and the day what? Yeah, that song. The sun comes around tomorrow.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
The sun will come out tomorrow. That's what this says to me. And it says that you are guided by an inner light and that you listen to your inner light. And it says to relax and heal every part of yourself because there's so much more work you need to do. Okay, lovely. I pray for Penelope. I do too. All right. So I think I have read for everyone. And anyone know a dead Nancy? She will. And like I said, if she doesn't get smart, I'll just hunt her down and hurt her. Anyone watch and know a dead Nancy? And if you do, please let me know. I'm going to take a few minutes and see if any of you do. Oh, well, hello, Kalisha. Would you like a card? And if it's okay for your granddaughter to have a card, Char, I have one for her. If you could answer that right away, I will read this card for her. I'll just give you a minute to answer. Okay. Hello. You have a beautiful card. This is the card of Power of Love. And it's about how you worry about everyone around you. And that this card is a blessing from an angel. And they're here to reassure you that all will be well. And it's about being in divine love. It's a card of energy. It's a card of safety. And it's a card of pure. Well, thank you, Liam. I am certain Penelope will read this later and she'll be fine. And Liam and Heather, a little news about Sean. They're finally going to do something about his leg. Okay, probably doesn't want me announcing it on in the public forum, but haha, finally doing something about his leg. And you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just pulled a card and I wanted to end the night by saying something that was about you guys, all of you. Okay. And when I pulled this card, look at all the hearts, the many beautiful hearts. And this card says on the back, a smile fills your heart with longing. Through the magnetism of divine love, you merge with another and love becomes an all-embracing thought. By touch, a word, or a glance, love heals, unites, transforms, and transfigures all things. This is your season of love, a time of positive transformation, a time of happiness. I want to thank you all for coming on the show. I always look forward to doing it. And most important, look after yourself. Be kind. May life find you in mysterious ways with love, joy, peace, and happiness all attached to it. And many blessings, everyone. Blessed be.